I let the emotions get to me, and I was like,
Hey,
right.
how's things? All good, yeah? Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta have a lot of editing to do, man.
Can't be seen.
You can't see. Not here. Use the flash one. Someone's
Would you just swap?
Split up. Fucking.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Louis McLaughlin. What up, dude?
What up, man?
You alright? How you feeling?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. But just to cap off from the last time, because we started podcast outdoor, and then fucking wind kind of ruined it, so we have to do it again. Basically, where we stopped was we were talking about TDS.
TTS, yeah.
TDS.
Basically, just means topless training session. So it all started down in Dinar, and anytime it would come up to like the last set or the last rep of training, you know, you'd be sweating to bits, like, so you'd just be like, you know what? I was just like, you know what? TTS, and everyone was looking at me like, what's TTS? Ripped off my shirt. I was like, come on. You know what I mean? And then it just helps in the last set, you know? And then after that one, I look behind me.
Always the fast one.
All the other lads are just topless there. I'm like, what? They'll just follow what I do, man. I'm just gassed, like, but yeah, we've been doing it in Portugal and everywhere, to be honest. So yeah, that's what TTS means anyway.
One thing I want to ask you is, right, why, like, 800 is definitely not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Why did you choose, apart from I know you're being very good at it, but what's the main reason why you chose 800?
I don't really know, to be honest. Like, it's a hard one to predict.
Because I was talking to you in the car, and like in terms of physique, you built. Do you know what I mean? Like for someone, when I first saw you, I thought you'd be more of a 200, if not 4.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But for 800, you look very built, but
Most
yet
people
you
do
still
so,
you still excel in that event. So why 800?
Because see, like, I didn't want to do something that was like too big, or something that was too little. You get me? I wanted to get
big, as in
too big, too long.
Too long. Okay, yeah.
Like really, really long distance, like 10k and up. But I was like, there's no point in me doing that,
Right,
because my physique, like, so. And then, or too little, because like, I don't know if I'd be like, there's people who are bigger than me, like, well, like, I wouldn't class myself as big, but like, you know. And then I wanted to get just about right.
Just about,
you know?
yeah.
So like, that's where I found just like 800 is right good, because it's like half a sprint but half. Like,
so it's kind of like a mix of both.
Yeah, it's middle distance. So that's why I just.
And so
like
did you play any sport before that?
I played hurling. I played hurling, and like the hurling training was really, really tough.
Yeah.
And that's what just brought me through as an athlete. The coach used to be screaming in my face, "Drop down, give me 20," and then you'd be doing the press ups.
Really?
Yeah, and he'd be like, "One for your ma, one for your dad, one for your county, one for your country." You'd be dying, and like he'd continue to scream in your face, and like it just helped me every single like step.
Oh,
of the
it
way.
did help, didn't it?
Yeah,
Okay,
every step of the way it helped me.
Cool.
That's what made me huge now, like, apparently. But you know what I mean?
Huge. Yeah, okay, don't flatter yourself. Nah, you're huge. But I really fascinating, like, I really love about you. You do have, in terms of mental toughness, that last lap. Because I was watching your race the other day, and for every single race, that last lap, this is where, I don't know, you so have another gear.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where does that come from? Like, of course, from training, I suppose you build that kind of calluses in your brain.
Yeah.
But like, what drives you to keep going anyway?
Just the confidence, to be honest. You know, like, see, there's a fine line between cockiness and being confident. You know, like, but like, confidence, you have to sustain it and maintain it, rather than like having it for like a week and then losing it because you lost the race. You have to be able to keep your head up even if you lose, and like maintain that confidence.
Okay, yeah.
And like, and if when you do win, don't let that win turn into cockiness. The confidence becomes that, and then that makes you like have a negative mindset. You know, you need to have a positive one. Sustain that mentality for the whole career, and hopefully that brings you into the senior ranks. You know. But the last lap, when you hear that bell, you just gotta go.
Just run for your life. Just like this is what you've been training for anyway.
Every moment to train, every second, you know, every minute, like all the little fine details. like that pain that you feel in your stomach, like, you know you're gonna die, but you just gotta.
Yeah.
It's worth dying for, you know what I mean? Like.
Because I remember my first ever race
Yeah.
was actually 800. I don't know if you. Yeah, it was an 800.
Yeah.
So me and my mate Shane, we just decided it was in Leinster, so it wasn't that big of a competition. We just went. Not Leinster. Sorry, it was county. It was a Kildare. So I wouldn't mind say Leinster's not big. So Leinster is big. No, just like Kildare. So we decided to run for it, and I came second last. But that last lap, everybody just sprint. I'm like, how the fuck are you managing to keep going?
Yeah, like it's hard because you're sprinting the first lap, and then you're like, oh wait, you have to pick it up again, like, and you just. Some people don't have the gear.
The gear, yeah.
It's all about having the gear, being able to change it. It's like having for me, sometimes it's like having a dodgy bike. You're like, you try to change the gear and either it breaks down or it works, and you're like, thank Jesus it worked, you know.
Coming to that last thing, like, of course you build that in training, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all the mileage you put in and stuff like that. It all helps, like. But like, the more you feel like, the more you push yourself at training, you do really feel it in a race. Like, it becomes that tiny bit easier for you in a race, like.
Okay.
You know. But yeah, it's good.
So what's the plan now for the outdoor season?
Oh well, I don't really think there's much of an outdoor season left.
No, you were telling me, because I want you to share it for everybody.
Yeah.
You're trying to get to the World Champs now.
Yeah, I was trying to make the World Championships in Nairobi this year, but because of COVID-19, you know, it is what it is. So like,
it's
everything
mad,
will be held back, even academics as well. Like the Leaving Cert will be like probably postponed or something. I don't know. But like, that will have a major effect on my regular day life, you know what I mean? Like, because like, I have to study, have to train, but if there's no, like, if the studying is getting too much to you, it's going to affect your running or anything else. So the academics is going to take over probably the sports life when it comes up to July to World Champs, because you have to, everything's
sorry to interrupt, but when is the World Champ again?
July,
so it's the same time as.
But June is the deadline for the qualifying standards. So because of June, like I'm not leaving, because of that, it's going to be harder to achieve that, because you don't know, like, you're going to be in your house all day, and then you're just going for a run or something. You won't really actually be doing club sessions, because all the clubs have been closed down because of COVID-19. So I don't know how it's going to play out, but hopefully, as long as I PB this year, to get the sub 150, I'll be over the moon if I can actually do that. You know.
But there's one question I've asked other people that's doing their Leaving Cert. I asked you, Sean, as well. I think I've asked Israel. Who else is doing his Leaving Cert? Yeah, that's all. That's the two people that have in the podcast. And so, how do you balance them two then? Like, at the moment, how are you balancing them two?
I don't really know. Like, as I said, because of the crisis at the minute, I don't know, things are just like tables have turned, you know. It's just hard to kind of adjust.
Improvise and adapt, it will come.
That's it, 100%, yeah. You know, but like, sometimes you gotta just prioritise one, but like, at the moment for me, it is training.
It is training, I guess. I
live and breathe running, like, it's just my bread and butter, like, for everyday life, you know. It helps me through hard times, through the head as well. Like, if you're feeling down and sad and all, just think about the good things that you achieved through running, and then that makes you feel a lot better, and you're like, well, if I got this far, it will help you in academics, but like, if I'm that smart, then I can be that, like, fast, this, that, the other, you know, like, well then, that's just how it plays out for me. So
it's crazy, like, it's mad, like, kids, like, do you reckon kids, like, who does not do sports, but focus on the academic, I can't pronounce that word, academics,
they'll progress eventually into sports somewhere or another, and if not that, they'll transfer to either music or religion or this, that, the other, you know. There's always ways to make a person flourish and blossom, you know what I mean? And like, even if they don't do it through sports, there's many other ways.
Many other ways, because that's one next thing that we were going to go about, because like, I know friends, I have friends that does really well in school, but once they go to the outside world, like, they're like, what's next?
It's completely different,
exactly, whereas for someone like you, for someone like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, all the other major stuff. Plus, you have your music on your side as well. DJ Louis. How's that going?
It's going alright at the moment. I need to actually start doing a bit of producing myself now, you know, and then get me songs out there on Spotify and hope for the best, you know.
A few
gigs here and there.
I get you. So, what's the plan? Like, do you have a plan going to music?
No, see, really, like, I like music. I actually love music, and it goes so well with running though.
Just
like,
just touch that screen really quick over there.
it goes really well with the training because you always listen to music at training when you're by yourself.
So sorry to interrupt again, but would you make music just for your training? So let's say
I could.
So let's say if you have a higher training session, would you choose make it
faster songs? Yeah, more BPM.
Yeah.
So
what BPM would you go?
I don't really know. Like most songs are probably average, just probably around like probably 125.
Okay.
That's around the average, like just a normal song in the pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like if I was doing it depends. Sprinting session, like one of the songs that's really fast, really hyped up to bits. So I'd probably do about 120 and about maybe 119. Yeah, I mean, really fast.
I get you. And does that help as well?
Music does see. There's a certain amount of like the BPM, it does affect you because like if you're listening to something like let's just take techno for instance. Like, if you're listening to like a song, that BPM is only gonna be like 130, but because you're running so fast, your heart's beating faster. Yeah, your mind's adjusting to when you're not doing any exercise and your heart's just normal, right? And you're listening to music, you hear at a certain beat. Yeah. But when you get faster, that music's slower. It's even slower than you feel it. You know what I mean? So like, if you're listening to a really, really fast song and you're going running, it would maintain that, so you can actually hear like it suits you best. You know what I mean? And it makes you run faster though. You don't realise it, but the faster the BPM when you're running, it will drive you faster.
Okay. Alright, and so that's how you got into music, huh?
Yeah.
So that's one of your.
I do piano on the side as well. So
okay. Cool.
That's how I got into all this.
I don't know if you know the guy David Goggins.
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, there was one video where he says, you shouldn't really listen to music while training. Yeah. Because if in terms of competition, there's no music. Exactly,
yeah, that's true. It's no, that's true. But it's just to make you feel. It's all about the feeling.
The feeling, okay.
If you feel good at training, when it's a race, you know, like you're gonna feel shit anyway. Yeah, you might as well make yourself feel comfortable. It's all about feeling comfortable and being able to get the sessions done and get the quality in rather than quantity. You know, and if you're not like getting something that's actually gonna help you complete the sessions, do this, that, the other, like there's no point in like doing it if you're not happy. You got to be happy doing training music. It just makes me happy as well. It's another thing on the side that just makes it really happy though. That's
good. It's good. Like come back to my point. It's good that you have two things. So they both complement each other as well.
It goes hand in hand, like. Yeah. And if one fails, the other progresses. Like it's a bit like academics and like school and your outside life. It'll all even out. It'll all be good in the end.
So do you have any other crazy technique as well for? Any of your secret that
I'll give it one for the fans. So basically 8 Weetabix.
8 Weetabix.
8 Weetabix, that's it. That's how I used to do it. How it still is. 8 Weetabix. You have this big massive bowl, bigger than like two of my hands combined. It's from IKEA. I don't know, probably costs about 20 quid a bowl. I don't even know, like I got it baby, right? You're like, right. And you're there like, you sing the song, it's like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 Weetabix in my bowl, you know. Just toss it in there and you're like, yep, I can there, put it up on the Snapchat, be grand. Right, but like it helps you a lot because it fills you. Yeah. And it's like porridge as well, so like it does the same thing, but like it also works as a cleansing system before a race. That's why I use it as well, because like you're over.
So what would you eat your Weetabix with? Like
milk, milk of course. Jesus, I think
I don't know why I said that.
Right,
but yeah,
milk and sugar. Yeah, I just have milk and sugar on.
Sugar,
yeah.
You meant to have sugar.
I don't even know to be honest, but probably yeah. So like I put that on that. But see, like I'd use that as a cleansing technique before races because it makes it about 20 minutes after it would help you go to the toilet. Like I'm not. I know it's messy, but like it does. It helps you go straight away because it's like I don't know what it's like.
I know what you say. It's basically the blood sugar goes really. It boosts your insulin level.
Basically, so it makes you just like it helps you digest food like a lot faster. So then you'd end up you cleanse your system before race because you eat so much Weetabix, and it also serves you the nutritional function, you know. Huh. So it's cool. That's how I do it anyway. But like, and if it doesn't come out of you one way, it'll come out the other. I throw up everywhere after a race. Like,
nah, but milk does make me shit. It's just in general, not in a good way.
That's nice.
Not in a good way. But there was white hot chocolate and waffles. Ring a bell to you?
Oh, stop. Oh, hot chocolate, man.
Yeah, so I've been doing my homework and So explain that a little bit. Is that one of your secret as well? Or just,
no, that was only a thing of part of Warm Mediterranean in Portugal.
Yeah.
That is the best. That is literally the definition of heaven for me, man. Hot chocolate, bit of whipped cream on it, and like flakes sprinkled on top.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Like it's this little place in Albufeira in Portugal.
Yeah.
And see, when I was with the Irish chain training over there, they would there's this little tiny cafe shop, and yeah, like I always call her one Mamacita because like she's just there. Like, oh, would you like tostamista? This and the other. You're like, oh, would you like tostamista? Which means like toast, or something. So it's her and this old fella. They're a couple, a really cute couple anyway, and they always have this cafe shop down. They have all the machines in the back and all. Like me and all my mates, we'd all go there every single day. The hot chocolates are only €1.50.
Really?
So they're
and how
cheap.
big are we talking about?
No, but it's not even like the size of it. It's just the taste of it. It's unbelievable, and it's so weird. Like I'd have like 3 a day, man. Like I know it's not good for me, but like it makes me feel so good. Like after a session, being like, oh, you have one in the morning. You wake up, you go have one in the morning. Then you bang out a session. Sometimes I'd have coffee with cream. I know it sounds mad weird, but like it's really.
Would you have any marshmallows in your chocolate now?
Yeah. With the sprinkles as well. I'd die to go over there again and just get another hot chocolate, man.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful. They give us cakes as well. The odd time they come out.
How much sugar you been having, mate?
I don't even know, to be honest. Nah, but like, you know, man, my nutrition's good anyway.
Yeah. Do you know?
I burn it off, you know.
Oh,
you can eat
I suppose. Yeah, you got a good excuse. Yeah. But another story that I would like to hear from you is in Belgium.
Yeah.
In the airport. With a chair.
With the chair.
With the chair.
Oh, the chair. Oh, in Belgium. Oh, yeah. No, I know that. Oh, no. So basically, me and my mate Abdel, Gavin and Zach and all the lads, we went over for a competition, a cross-country competition. Cool. This was like when Belgium was proper like snowing and everything was crazy.
What time of year was that?
Oh, I think it was around probably October or something.
Okay. It wasn't last year. It was last year, wasn't it?
I think it was 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago.
Yeah. I remember because I was in TY and I was doing a musical at the time. So I did the final night of the musical. I was one of the main characters. And straight away from the musical, that night, I did that. And like, no, actually, I remember now. Yeah, I did the musical. It finished around 11.
Yeah.
Went to bed. Woke up 2 hours later. I was running off 2 hours sleep. Went to the airport with Dave Campbell. Went on the plane straight there. I tried to go to sleep when I got to Belgium, but then this is how it all happened, right? So Abdel's like, like being Abdel, you know what I mean? Bad guy, I love this, like.
Yeah.
He was like trying to annoy us all, right? It was all the other lads were doing it as well, because I was trying to go to sleep and I heard something hit me window. I was like, what was that? I look out. It's just that like there was no one there. I went back into my bed, just nice all cozy again, and I heard another thing. I was like, what's going on, right? So I got up, opened the window there. Something nearly hit me in the face. Little hangers being thrown at me, man. Abdel, it was there.
I was like,
I was like, what? Just leave me alone. He was like, no. So I was like, if you do that again, I'm gonna throw a chair out the window, man. And I swear to God, it was so funny. Like he threw it again. I was like, right, that's it. And I was about to throw the chair out the window. And Dave was like, Lil, don't throw the chair, not the chair, not the chair.
Not the chair.
And I was like, I'm gonna
that's
do
something
it.
Dave will do.
I was trying to take it off. He was like, I'm gonna throw the chair out the window, man. Oh, it was too funny. Like, it was so funny, man.
What's his name? Abdul.
Yeah.
He's one of your best mates.
He's one of my best mates. He's been one of my trainer partners as well. Like,
what distance does he do? Actually?
He does 15s upwards and up. Yeah, he does. He's really good at cross country as well. Yeah. I can see him down 3K in the future in 15s.
Yeah,
he's
cool. One thing I've touched on Dave when we did the podcast here was having people that like to push you harder to make you better. Yeah. And you feel like, well, I certainly feel like the stuff that you've accomplished. Yeah. You do have a good circle around you, do you?
I do have a very good circle. Yeah, socially and like academically, I do. Yeah, all the friends in school, they all support me. They're all like, Lewis, just stick to the running, man. I'm just like, and then I have all the lads in the running, they all bring me on as well. Even if I'm having a bad day or a good day, they're always like, come on, Lou, you can do it, man. This one more set, this last lap, fast lap, you know what I mean? Bang, straight away, we get the session done. And like, we're all just like good friends. Even if like any of us ever fall out or anything, after a session, it would always feel good. Because you know, the endorphins kick in, you're all good mates. Even when it comes to races as well, everyone be like, they'd be staring at each other, be like, "I'm gonna beat you." And all
Yeah,
that,
but
like,
then
hate each
they
other.
always
all
gonna-
the hate, but then all that hate becomes love, and we all just love each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's mad. Like you don't like.
Sports brings people together. That's
Yeah.
why. That's all that matters. Like, you know,
Yeah.
as long as you're happy and everyone else is happy,
Mm.
it's good. It's all about like having something to do.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
because, like,
Something.
when-
Yeah.
When boredom takes over, it's a bad disease, man. I swear, like, but like sports is a cure for that, you know, and like it just brings everyone together, you know.
One question that I always ask everybody. You
Yeah.
probably know this question. The best advice you ever received.
The best advice I ever received, best advice I've ever received was from my dad. Anytime I'd have a race, he'd look at me and I'd be all panicking and nervous because I'm always like that. I'm just really like in someone's face. Like,
Yeah.
even if my coach Jerry, I'm like, oh, I feel niggle here, niggle there, niggle here, and he's like, Lewis, just think, right? But my dad, he would always give me the best advice, and my mum as well. Before a race, I'm like, oh, mum, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, and they'd be like, Lewis, they'd look at me straight in my eyes and they'd say, just run your own race. And that for me is like, that opens up every single possibility that I can do in a race, and that's why I appreciate that quote so much. Just run your own race, because it's yourself in the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, it's not anyone else. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna let him beat me, I'm gonna like beat him. It's just like, I can do what I want when I want. If
Yeah.
you believe it,
Yeah.
you'll achieve it. That's how I feel. And just by running your own race, you can do what you want to do. You know.
So in like for me, the way that's a very good. That's a very that's a very quote. But the way I put it is, I'm not trying to win against other people. I'm trying to win against myself.
Yeah.
Like I was having
It's
a conversation
for your own
with
sake, you know what I mean? It's when you want to get in life.
exactly one of my best mate Owen. We were talking. We always talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you take your example,
Yeah.
take yourself for example. It's like Louis 5 minutes ago is different to who you are now. Like that's
It's
like
true, yeah.
that's how
It
we
depends
come
what
across.
the changes that
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. So for example, when I talk about myself, I
Yeah.
say Sufi 2.0.
2.0.
Yeah, that's the new Sufi. Do you get me?
But the future, where you can imagine yourself in the future, that is the original you. That is you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so the way I
You
look
compare yourself
at
to
it,
your old self, and that's
Yeah.
what you work off. Like, see, in life, you can either work off other people by comparing yourself to other athletes and their talents and all, but like in the end of the day, it only gets you so far. But by comparing who you were and who you are now, that's what's gonna make the difference out of it. You know.
100%. Yeah. It's mad, like how people. I actually don't like it when people like. It's just frustrating to see.
Yeah.
Like, I've touched on Shannon in the last. I don't know if you saw the podcast with Shannon with me and Shannon the other day. Like, I don't want to bring it up again, but it's just it's something that I have to say. It's athletes. I just don't hate when athletes compare themselves to others.
Yeah.
I can see there's something wrong within.
It's a bad.
That is a
See,
strong
it
way,
is. It's a very, like, you can interpret it in two different ways, like a positive one and a negative one, you know.
Yeah.
But mainly negative people, like people who have negative mindset, they prefer to compare other athletes to themselves, you know, and work opposite way, be like, well, he's faster than me, I need to be faster than him, like stuff like that. But then a positive athlete would be calm and collective about it and be like, right, well, maybe this guy's used this tactic in a race, so I'm going to use this tactic in a race. Like, you know what I mean? They won't be like, well, if he's doing this split and this split and this split, I'm going to do this one. You're going to look about the tactics that they used, not actually the person who they are. Because you don't want to become that person, you want to become the best yourself.
Best you, yeah. Like
it's
the
all
way,
about being unique, being authentic.
I always think, like, whenever it is, like athletics or whatever, I try to get as many ideas as I can, put it in a box and just see what I can come up with, and so everything comes together. Do you know that kind of way?
All the things add up, all the little things add up, and they make you who you are today, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Next question I want to ask you: of all the medals you've won, loads. That's why at the beginning of the video I didn't want to say it. Yeah,
I'm
so
happy
fair
for
play.
everything
That's
I'm
good,
in,
man. So which one really resonate with you?
The medals, I'm looking back now, probably by memories, I think Soyabs years ago, school internationals. I think that as a medal, like that has been. I think that was very good because that's my first. That's actually the only time I actually won an internationals, like for like first place. Like, I remember. Well, that day was a very, very good day. I remember
so well. It was basically, we were in Falkirk in Scotland, and it was like, I remember that morning I had my 8 weeks. We were staying overnight in a police academy and all, and like it was crazy stuff. But I got me sleep, and I was there like in the toilet, like because when you're in the toilet, like all your inner thoughts just come to yourself, like and because you're not near anyone. And
That's what we all do, taking a shit.
I know, that's the only time you actually like you're like, oh,
true.
what,
It's either that. It's either that or taking a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, either start singing or something, you know. What I was saying, I remember that day I was in the bathroom, like after having my breakfast. I took the old Barocca Blues, which is batch tested, yeah, right, for all you haters out there. It is batch tested. It's good, right. So then I was contemplating. I was like, right, I've got here now. I can either relax in the race and hope for the best, or I can just go out, try my best, and see what I can do. You know what I mean? Like what I can come. And I was honestly, I was just shitting bricks, man. Like, you know. I let the emotions get to me, and I was like,
hey, how's things?
I was actually shitting bricks, you know, and I was just like saying, well, like I can either like go out today and like give it a go and see where I come, but like that's just the negative side of me coming out, you know. But then I was like, other side of me, like the good, the angel on my side was saying, no, try your best, do your best, and that is wherever you come. That is wherever you come, because you gave it your all.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I went out. I was like shitting bricks, right? Even though I actually shit a few bricks in the toilet, I mean, hopped on the bus, and I was still nervous. That I was like,
really.
I get really nervous before races, man. Like, I need someone to always be there to tell me to be like, Lewis, you need to relax, you need to calm down. It's like, but it's because like, you know, get too hyped up too early, but that can actually affect your performance.
But the good thing is now that you're learning, like
you learn from everything you do.
Yeah,
right,
so you kind of know what to expect.
Even to the things you do right, you can still learn from doing that.
Yeah,
you know, even
absolutely,
the wins, you can still learn from the wins. You know, so I went out anyway, and I literally I think it was 4K that day in Scotland, and the thing I was like, I looked at it on Google Images, and I was like, yeah, this course looks easy, yeah. But like back then, this has happened about 4 years ago, so at the time I was a completely different person. I was like, this looks easy, grand piece of piss, yeah. The night before I was eating loads of food. I was like, I sucked up the food, bucket season, you know what I mean? And then when it came to the race, I was like, I was standing on the line, seeing the Brits beside me, and I was just like, oh man, I don't know how it was. I was like, oh shit. And then the guy was like, oh no man, the shot going, like we all started sprinting, and the course was ridiculous. Like the thing went up about like 300 meters, like uphill like that. Like,
really, yeah.
And then it just goes like that, and just goes straight down again, and then up, and then all over the shop. But anyway, like it was the first lap. I remember was so fast. It was ridiculous. Like everyone was like nearly sprinting, like. And I was just like, how am I gonna stay with these guys? But something in the back of my mind was just saying, right, just sitting beside these guys.
Patient.
Right, yeah, gotta be patient. And my dad and all them were like screaming on the sideline, as everyone does, you know.
Yeah.
And those laps, like 2 laps passed anyway. I was getting really tired in the third lap. Started working hard, and I was sprinting up the hills. Like you couldn't even like run up the hills. You had to sprint up the hills. The hills are that high. You have to sprint up. And when I got to the last lap, so I remember there was 2 Brits in front of me, right? There was 2 English boys, and I was like, it was about probably another 1,000 meters to go, and I was like, right, this is my chance. This is my time to shine. You know what I mean? I was like, right, I could either sit in here now, sit on them, and lose the race, or make a change and actually win.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit. So right, what I did was I got in front of one of them, and then one guy tried to pass me. I moved to the right. And then the other guy tried to pass me, moved to the left. So I kept doing that, but then we went down a hill, and then I just from there I was like, you know what, I'm doing it. I'm going now. I'm leaving these now. Went off, and I just started sprinting. I literally started sprinting, and I didn't stop. Like because other half of the course is like just all downhill. Mm-hmm. So I was sprinted all the way, and I remember every single coach and every single other athlete that wasn't running that race they were like, come on, Lewis, come on. They were screaming at me, and I was just like, go. I felt my heart beating so fast, and I was like,
that music, your music was playing in your head.
I literally could imagine myself listening to Rocky or something. I was like, come on.
Yeah.
And I started like just sprinting anyway. Went down the last 300 meters and I was wrecked. I was like, Jesus, I was waiting for them. I was literally waiting for them to come and be like, right. Well, I thought these English lads were super fit, like ridiculous, and I was like, I'm gonna keep going, all the way down the hill. Sprinted the last 100 meters and like I went over the line and I was like, what happened? Like, shit, like what? Oh shit, I won it. Like shit. Like, you know, I didn't even realize.
It's kind of like
it hit me after when I was like, when my man came up to me, she was like, Lewis, you won, and my nanny's face and like everyone, like they're all smiling for me. And then my mom came up to me, she was like, I was sweating to bits. My mom grabbed like water and started just tossing all over my head, and I was like, loving life and all. She was like, Lewis, what a race. My dad was like, I'm so proud of you, and all. And I was like, man, I'm so happy. And then we stood on the podium and all, wished all the lads, and I was like, well done, you ran a great race and all.
And the Brits came, what, second and third?
They came second, third, yeah. They won the teams overall that day, like they usually do.
Yeah.
But it was good. And then, but I remember that day, what stood out to me the most, what I learned, not even from the win, but from my other mates' experience, was that my mate Darren McElhenney, he came up to me after the race. Well, I was walking, I bumped into him and I said, how'd your race go? And he was one of the people to be expected to win, because it was like ridiculous amount of pressure from the outside world when you look upon an athlete.
Yeah.
And he was like, Lewis, appreciate it now, because one day it'll be all gone. And I was like, yeah, you're damn right, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know what that meant at the time, and like I said to my ma, and she was like saying, "Jeez, that's a bit rude." Jesus, because he was saying, "Oh yeah, do," or like, yeah, like, oh, like enjoy it now while it's gone, like it's gonna be gone, like, you know what I mean?
Like
my
your
ma
mum
was like
okay,
saying, yeah, like, but then I was like, I wonder why he said that, like, and I like didn't really understand what he was feeling at the time, but then like as the years progressed, I finally understood what he meant, like, because it gets a lot tougher and it doesn't get any easier, like, unless, like, I don't even know, to be honest, like, but it won't get easier, it's only gonna get harder. So yeah.
But you really and truly enjoy that moment.
That moment, standing on the podium, looking, it was like a big, massive, like, mansion thing behind me as well, and standing on the podium, and everyone was there looking up to me, and I was just looking down to them, and I was like, Jesus, I did it, this feels class. And like, even, not even Saibs, but like every other race I ran, like All Irelands and like the races in France and all that I ran, and all, like, when I won, I felt so happy. It wasn't even like, oh, I feel cocky now. I felt like, shit, I did it. Like, it's all this work is paid off. Like, because what's the point in training all this time and all if you're not going to be happy, and you come out to a race and you lose and you're still not happy? But if you're like, that's just only what a negative person thinks.
Yeah, if you know you gave it all, so that's...
Yeah, like in other, like, you'd always learn from that, you know?
Yeah.
And when an athlete loses anyway, though, they respect everyone, you know, the amount of respect that everyone has, even about the winners. Like, when I win a race, I wouldn't go around saying, ha, you lost, like, because that's just completely disrespectful, like. Yeah. And I understand that, like, some athletes don't understand that, you know, and you got to teach it to them now while they're young, because when they're older and they say that, someone's going to come up and give them a boom, a little massive loaf, like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I understood what he meant that day, Dara did. And yeah, so you learn from other people's experiences as well as your own, you know.
Absolutely. So with that being said, what lesson have you learned that you find it hard to teach someone else?
You gotta follow your own path. Even, it doesn't matter how much advice people can give you, it's your journey, you know. Like, it doesn't matter if there's gonna be weird turns, if there's gonna be U-turns and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. It's your journey. You're creating it yourself, and you don't even realize you are.
Yeah.
Days you wake up and you miss a training, well, that's part of your journey, and that's like every single day that chips away of your life. Even in general, everything that you, day by day, your life's fading away. So like everything you do, even if it's a little tiny change, like you change your breakfast, or like you don't have a shower or something like that. Not I have a shower.
I get you. I know what you mean.
It makes a difference, and that will, you don't realise what it will affect you in your future, you know. Like, but yeah, like everything happens because of change. If there's no change, nothing will happen.
Yeah, there's no growth.
Yeah,
and no growth.
And you
no
need to have
happiness.
stress. You need to have recovery, and that equals growth as well. That's a scientific thing I learned at the top one time. You know what I mean? But true, you need to have enough stress and training applied to enough thing as well. Growth.
That's very good, man. Yeah. Is there anything you want to share? Is there anything I haven't asked you yet that you want to share?
Other sports, actually, yeah. Other sports, they do help you. It goes really well with running. You wouldn't even realise it, but sometimes juggling 2 or 3 sports, it helps you in the long run a lot. Like, I know I touch base
Physically, mentally?
No, physically and mentally, yeah. It prepares you and it makes you a beast. Like, I'm not saying to kids out there just do every single sport, but or like not now, not when you're older, but like when you're 14 coming up to like 17, do as much sports as possible, but like keep it like reasonable. You know what I mean? Like, see, I juggled 3 sports because I did running, and hurling, but because I was doing nearly like double days when I was 14 and 15, I was doing double days. Like, I'd be come home from school, like after school I'd go training, I'd be doing either a run and hurling, then that night run, hurling, you know what I mean? So I was always on my feet, like, but that always helped me in the long run, you know, because like I had a full year in TY to relax and recover, you know what I mean? So that actually then that's all that growth and anyway, and all the resting and recovering, it gives you more strength than you really think, like, because like now I don't do that much core now as it is as an athlete, but I know I do a lot of running. But back then, because I was doing so much running, it helped me in other sports. Yeah, it works vice versa, because like in hurling and you're running non-stop, and in running you're running non-stop, so like it always
complement each other. Yeah.
And like those sports help you in real life situations and stuff, like eye-hand coordination, like that goes into music as well, like because I do piano as well, that muscle memory, and it helps you remember.
Oh, do you know what, I can relate to you as well, because remember when I was telling you back in school, I was a little bit of a fat fuck. Well, I wasn't fat, but do you get what I'm saying? Like but then once I started getting athletics, everything changed. It's kind of mental switch. Like, there was a switch in my brain.
You can do whatever you want to do. Your mindset. If you think you can do it, you can do it. No one's actually going to stop you.
I think because the brain is not working.
You're only using a certain percentage of your brain.
Yeah, but when you're playing sports and you're doing all this running, as you said, coordination and all that. Some people are lacking coordination. You get me?
Yeah.
And like,
but they still manage to do good.
They still manage to do good. Don't get me wrong. There was one podcast I was listening to the other day.
Yeah.
They said I can't remember. It was actually a few weeks ago. The best sport you can play to improve your health, your mind, your brain health, just your brain, like the brain itself.
Mindset,
It's actually sport with rackets, so badminton, tennis.
It would.
Cricket. It would. Because every single, you have to use everything, including coordination. You have hands, to think wisely. Think wisely. Think quicker as well.
You have to think on the spot.
And so,
if not, you're gonna get hit in the face.
That's my next sport. Yeah, man. But actually, are you a big fan of tennis and all that now?
I wouldn't really follow the tennis, but I do like playing it. I play it in PE a lot.
Yeah,
and it is a bit of crack.
It is good crack, like fun. Badminton and stuff like that.
Oh my god, badminton's so intense. Do you ever play badminton with a ping pong racket? Did you ever do that?
A ping pong racket, like small.
Did you ever do that?
No.
You should try it. No, I swear to God, it is the most intense thing ever. Like, because
how would you hold it?
It's so short because you have to use more energy.
Okay. To
you
swing
wouldn't even think it. You're like, bang! You have to proper swing full force because you have to get the
little ball
shuttlecock to the other side. But then the other guy's doing it as well, so actually it's really intense because if you only hit it light, it's not going to transfer.
It's going to go far.
Yeah, and it makes you work a lot harder. Like, it's like tennis as well because you're going non-stop like that.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah. You should try it. It actually is. It's good. It's a bit of crack.
Do we have a Sean? Do we have a badminton like stuff here? No.
Oh, you want to do it now?
Yeah, we'd love to do it.
Do you have any table tennis rackets? Yeah, he definitely does.
You need in a posh stadium.
Yeah, you do. You're probably have like a hockey stick or golf clubs or something lying around. Yes. Nice.
But anyway, going back to I know we just went off topic just there, but one question that you find you always ask yourself: what is it that you always ask yourself? Whether it is athletics, whether it is what do I want to do next? What do I want to do after leaving cert, or what's after athletics? Anything that you always ask yourself, and you wonder why this keeps coming up.
I always contemplate why is everything happening? It's hard to explain. like you wonder why does everything happen for a reason. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to contemplate, but like you do something.
In what way? In what way?
Like I don't know. Like it's just.
Okay, so so the way okay, so in my mind the way I'm taking
You're
this
wondering.
is it a good thing? Like how would that help me? Is that the way?
It makes you think a lot more. Like
No, but it's a good thing though because I'm always curious about certain things.
Yeah.
I don't question every single thing because
Yeah.
that'd be boring anyway. Like
Yeah.
that's just my opinion anyway.
Yeah.
But like I just can't go through life questioning everything. Do you know what I mean? Like where's the fun?
Yeah.
As you said earlier,
Yeah.
your mate tells you to live in the moment. You weren't
Yeah.
questioning things back
Yeah,
then.
true that. Yeah.
Just kind of enjoy the moment. So,
Yeah.
but in a way, I guess it's good to be curious.
But it like see.
Oh yeah,
Being too curious.
Too
like,
curious,
see,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Most of the time, I do be over curious. I be overthinking is a bad like trait to have as an athlete. Like not even an athlete, as a person in general, it is
Yeah.
bad because it does get to you. And like when it does, like the only thing that actually keeps me going is like my mindset from my sports. You know, that mental toughness, like questioning me all the time, like the sports is always what helps me continue and thrive
Yeah.
in life in general, you know. And like overthinking is a bad disease, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It is. It
Yeah,
is.
it's bad. 100%.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
It does, like it hit like a one moment you be like, yeah, I'm grand, and then next you're like,
Next thing, yeah.
what's going on? And you just start getting slapped for no reason. You're like, bro, what are you doing?
True.
But,
True. But how do you deal with those kind of things? Like,
What
what am I saying with these kind of things?
You just go with it, and you hope for the best and see where it takes you. You know what I mean?
And
your thoughts, you just let your thoughts like.
and
take
how's
over.
that been working out for you?
Well, I'm here now, so
Look
been
where
good.
you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah. The one thing that we all can do today to make the world a better place.
you gotta be.
Don't say be kind, because you said it. Shannon said
You
it.
just say it because
Yeah, Shannon said it, so I want to hear another
one thing to change the world, is it?
One thing we all can do to make the world a better. One thing we all can do to make the world a better place.
Without being more kind to people, yeah.
That's the
Right,
like.
okay.
Kind is the number one thing, but what's the next thing? Next step.
Well, that branches off being kind, branches off into literally everything. Like, because that's like you're saying, yo, don't be selfish. That's literally saying is being more kind, is being less selfish. You know, you
Okay.
can't really say that either. So like, or
Yeah,
like,
okay,
love
yeah.
more people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can say that. You
No,
love
but
more
that's
people.
exactly that's being more kind. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's
No,
a-
no,
it's
but
a
okay,
fair-
okay.
yeah,
Well, in a different way, would you not like
yeah.
in a different, like a different way?
The world is your family. That's the way I would put it.
Okay.
The world, treat your world like your family. You know what I mean? Everyone, you have those weird aunties and uncles. You know what I mean? And I swear to God,
Sorry,
yeah,
that's a weird
some
thing
aunties
to
and uncles
do.
are mad weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the world is a bit like that. You have people who are in different religions, different race. They're all gonna be mad people, but they're unique, and like you gotta cherish everybody.
Embrace everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta love everybody as if they're on your own family. The earth is your family, look, because like we live on it. We live with it. You know what I mean? Sure, like because that's how it is. You know. But see, once the earth is gone, because it is all this global warming and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like everyone will start fighting and all the war and all. You don't need to fight to make it.
It's just fear. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fear
like-
takes the like overthinking and the fear adds together, causes war. And
Yeah, and the whole thing that's going on with the coronavirus. I
Yeah,
think
the
like
coronavirus
fear
is-
will kill us more than rather than.
It's just society and the social media and people's like negative attitudes towards coronavirus is what makes everyone fear like themselves more. Like, you know what I mean? Being like, oh, walking down this road, like I'm going to leave my house now. Oh, I'm going to get coronavirus
Yeah,
straight
and
away.
see
like.
that dude with all the
Well,
masks.
then there's
for
other
sure,
people.
yeah.
Other people are like less careless, and like the less you care about something, the more you like enjoy. You know what I mean? Like, so like I'm not saying go out and be less careless, enjoy whatever.
I get you. Be reasonable, yeah.
Yeah.
As a
So
reasonable.
the less you care, the more you'll enjoy life, and like, but that doesn't mean you don't care for other people. You have to care, treat them like.
I
your
think
family.
it's more of an expectation. Like the less thing you expect, the more.
Yeah.
More thing you'll enjoy, because I fall into that category as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I expect, for example, when like I'm glad you agreed to do the podcast,
Yeah,
right?
of course, 100%,
Immediately,
yeah.
but from asking other people, and
I
they
wouldn't
put in
think
a
about it.
day.
I do it straight away.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I'm just
yeah.
saying you, but other people as well. Like, I'm not gonna mention any name.
They're
but
probably because they're like, oh, they want society to see.
Yeah,
me. Like,
exactly,
I want
and-
people to see. People
yeah, and there's one
to see
dude.
me for who I am.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
then-
mean? I want to be unique.
Exactly.
I want to be different. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
People stand there are the best type of people. You don't want people who are like, you don't want people to be mad. Like that's what makes the world a better place. But then some people not like Donald Trump, but like
Had to
But-
mention his name. Yeah.
yeah, true that.
It's been great having you,
It's
mate.
been a pleasure. Thanks for the podcast.
I really enjoyed it. I really do enjoy it, and I hope you guys. I'm certainly sure you guys definitely have as well. Hopefully, you all have a good one, and I will see you later. All the best.